It's a Kiwiism as iconic as being barefoot at the supermarket, claiming we're the best of the world at things per capita, and always blowing on the pie.
Here in Aotearoa, when we get off the bus, we thank the driver. You might be thinking, surely everyone everywhere thanks the bus driver. Apparently not. This guy in Colorado, USA says,
around here, not so much.
And this is what it's like in New York.
If I get out through the front, or if it's empty enough that they're aware of me / can hear me from the back.
From across the ditch.
If you can see them, then it's kind of polite to give them a nod and say thanks. If it's crowded, then nah.
What about in Chile?
Usualmente no damos las gracias al conductor de bus. Solíamos hacerlo. Usually, no. We used to.
And this Brit just straight up admits that we're better.
British people don't say thank you in the same way Kiwis do.
Sure, this is anecdotal, so here are some hard numbers. A recent survey from the University of Sussex in the UK found that a measly pathetic 10% of passengers thanked their drivers when getting off the bus. 10%! That's a disgrace! We wanted to see how we compared, so we did our own survey of bus drivers across the motu. 42% said almost all their riders thanked them, and 31% said more than half said thanks. Much better numbers, although we think it should be closer to 100%, because 98% of drivers say they like it when people say thanks.
So remember, New Zealand, always thank your driver and always blow on the pie.
Driver! Please! Thank you!
Joining us now is Vave Malasia, a real-life bus driver. Vave, you've travelled the world, now you're back home. We need to know, do we say thanks, driver, more here than in other places you've lived?
Yeah, well, overseas I've noticed, when I first started working here, I noticed straight away that the passengers did say thank you straight after their ride, and same vice versa with the drivers. More frequent than overseas with other drivers.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah. I think it's an excellent thing, because that was the first thing I pointed out when I first started driving here in Auckland. So it was, I thought was an eye-opener. That's a New Zealand thing, you know, whether it's part of our, who we are, our identity.
Vave, according to our survey, 2% of bus drivers actually don't like being thanked. Does it get annoying after a while and having to say it back every time?
Well, when that happens, it's more on how people say thank you. It's because there is that gratitude way of saying it, and then there's the attitude way of saying it as well. And you tend to tell the difference between the two, and the majority of the time is out of gratitude, how they appreciate their drive. And for the drivers, I think we feel appreciated that we're doing our job.
I don't want to name any names here, but I have known someone to accidentally push the get off button and then like no one gets off. Does that anger you?
Yes. Anger? One or two times, you just ignore it. Third time, it's kind of like, does somebody want to get off the bus? You know, it's like, it's not a game.
Vave, you are so zen for a bus driver. I can imagine it's a high-pressure, stress position. I love how level you are.
Yeah, it is very high stress level, but at the same time, I love driving. So, bar attitudes, the love of driving with the big vehicles, with the driving passengers and from A to B, at the end of the day, I feel like I've accomplished something.
Hey, well, this has been uplifting and inspirational. Vave, thank you so much, and thank you, driver.
Thank you. Come again.
Be just 10% of Vave on Auckland roads, I would be a very, very happy woman. What a lovely dude.
Are you an angry driver?
I'm an angry driver. I'm working on myself, though, and Vave, thank you, because as a result of listening to you and chatting to you, I feel like I could become a better driver.
I've been riding the buses recently, actually. I'm new to it, but I'm developing quite nicely. You know how everyone gets on the bus and they're just like,
Yeah. It's grim.
Well, what happened on my bus the other day is the bus driver, took a wrong turn, started going up the wrong road. And you know what happened? Rather than people yelling and screaming and getting more grumpy, it, lightened the mood. And it was all of a sudden, we're all in this together. And we need to, get out of it together. And all of it, just actually, all of a sudden, people were talking to one another.
But when you got to Whangarei, did people still feel happy?
No, the mood changed.
Mood changed quite
How do you turn a bus around? Was that hard for him?
I was really impressed because I was thinking, here we go, 36-point turn. This guy nailed it at a classic three-pointer.
Yes, legend.
Nice.